What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. It's Thursday. That means time for my opening/streaming segment, where I talk about the films and shows that are premiering. That are either premiering on VOD, streaming, Deers, or the above. All right. With that being said, here's what's coming out this week. All right. A couple of films that actually premiered on Netflix and Amazon literally just yesterday. One of which is Netflix's film The Boys in the Band, which is about a visitor who turns an evening upside down when he interrupts a gathering of gay men in New York City in 1968. Now, this features a cast of LGBTQ actors. You got some interesting cast members in this. You've got Jen Parsons, Zachary Quino. You got Matt Bomer's in this. It was, I actually checked it out. I thought it was pretty decent. The performances by Parsons was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty decent little film. Alright, coming to Amazon, that just premiered yesterday, we got The Glorias, about the story of Gloria Steinem from her childhood in 1940s Ohio to her leading role in a women's liberation movement. This stars Julianne Moore as the older version of Steinem. You got Alicia Vikander, who plays like the one of the younger versions. I thought The Glorias was pretty decent. Julianne Moore, she's always terrific. I know she was great in this. The other cast list was pretty good. You had Janelle Monáe, Bette Miller, some interesting cast members. On Netflix, that just premiered yesterday, we got American Murder: The Family Next Door, which is Netflix, which takes a different approach of the true crime documentary and telling the horrifying story of the 2018 Watts family murders in Colorado. Director Jenny Popplewell forgoes the usual talking heads and traditional vertical footage, constructing a narrative entirely out of social media content, text messages, and footage from police, friends, and associates. The result is troubling on multiple levels. Anyway, I haven't really seen it, but it looks really intriguing. I always do love me a good true crime story. This looks like it could be something really cool. Alright, premiering on Shudder today, we got this horror comedy titled Scare Me, about two strangers who tells a story in a Catskills cabin during a power outage. Now, this stars the girl who just played Stormfront on season 2 of The Boys. SNL funny man Chris Red is in this. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna check it out hopefully sometime today or this week. But it looks really hilarious. Looks frightening. I'm at least intrigued by this one. All right, now premiering this Friday. Coming to theaters this week, and we got On the Rocks, which is the new Sofia Coppola film that stars Bill Murray and Rashida Jones. It comes to limited release this week in wherever theaters are open, but it's supposed to come to Apple Plus on October 23rd. So we got the romantic drama sequel, After We Collided, about Tessa, who finds herself struggling with her complicated relationship with Harden. She faces a dilemma that could change her lives forever. Now, this is a follow-up to the last year's teen romance movie, After, which After was horrible. So I have no desire to even. I'm not even all that interested in checking out the sequels. So yeah. Alright, now After We Collide stars Josephine Langford, who's actually the sister of Dirty Reese's wife star Katherine Langford, who's in a new film this week. Katherine Langford is in a new movie titled Spontaneous. Here's what this is about. When students in her high school unexpectedly starts to explode, seniors Mara and Dylan struggle to survive in a world where each moment may be their last. As an unexpected romance blossoms between them, they soon discover that when tomorrow is no longer promised, they can finally start living for today. Now, this also stars Piper Perabo. You got Charlie Plummer in this. It actually looks really hilarious. Looks gory. It's not a horror film or anything, but it looks pretty gory from what I've seen from the previews. Alright, coming to VOD, we got a horror film titled Death of Me, about a vacation couple who must unravel the mystery behind a strange video that shows one of them killing the other. This stars Maggie Q coming off of that horrible Fantasy Island remake. You got Liam Hemsworth's real-life brother Luke Hemsworth, best known for Westworld fame. This is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who of course has Spiral from the Book of Saw coming next year. This kind of looks pretty creepy. It is from Saban Films, who has some hit and misses up their sleeves, so I guess I'll probably give this one a watch. Coming to VOD, we got film titled 2067. When Earth's air becomes unbreathable, a message from the future sends a man on a dangerous mission to an unknown world to save the human race. Now, this stars Ryan Quanten, best known for True Blood fame, Cody Smith-McPhee, best known for the X-Men films. This actually does not look so good, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like a generic, sci-fi B-level film. So yeah. Also coming to VOD, we got a film titled Tokyo Homestay Massacre, about 3 Americans, late teens, travel to Japan to escape a sad past and have some fun, but end up trapped in a house with a demented Japanese host family who plans to offer them their gods in a sick ancient Japanese ritual. This looks pretty creepy. Looks like it's gonna be pretty gory. I mean, I'm always interested to see anything with the word massacre in the title. This looks like something that could be really cool. Alright, also coming to VOD, we got film titled Den Came You, about a lonely widow who develops an unlikely friendship with an estranged innkeeper in Scotland. This has an interesting cast. You got Kathy Lee Gifford in this, Elizabeth Hurley, who by the way just never ages. You also got Craig Ferguson. So we got some interesting cast members in this. It's pretty cool to see Craig Ferguson, doing more films, and I wouldn't call him like talk show hosts that aren't always the best actors. I mean, Jay Leno tried to act a couple times, Craig Ferguson once a couple times. But anyway, this actually does not look so good. I mean, I'll watch it because Elizabeth Hurley's in it, because who just doesn't adore her, but yeah. Alright. Also coming to Deers, we got a film titled Save Yourself, about a young Brooklyn couple who heads to an upstate cabin to unplug their phones and reconnect with each other. Blissfully unaware of their surroundings, they all left to their own devices as the planet falls under attack. This actually looks pretty intriguing. It's a sci-fi not horror, it's a sci-fi comedy. It's an alien-based film. It stars a girl from the Indian girl from that show, Glow. She's in this. This looks like it could be something really cool. Also coming to VOD, we got a horror film titled Tar, about a mysterious creature who rises from the depths of the La Brea tar pits in LA to wreck the city. This looks pretty gory. It looks like a interesting bloody gore fest, so sign me up with this one. We got a film titled Possessor Uncut, which follows an agent who works for a secretive organization that uses brain implant technology to inhabit other people's bodies, ultimately driving them to commit assassinations for high-paying clients. Now this stars Andre Riseborough. You got Jennifer Jason Leigh in this. This looks pretty intriguing. The cinematography looks pretty cool. It is from director Brandon Cronenberg, who is the son of David Cronenberg. So yeah, he looks like he has he pretty much inherited his father's genes in this. But yeah, I cannot wait to check this one out. Coming to Netflix, we got filmed a documentary titled Dick Johnson is Dead, which is about a daughter who helps her father prepare for the end of his life. This is directed by Kristen Johnson, who's best known for directing the documentary Camera Person. It kind of looks pretty intriguing. Premiered at Sundance with some pretty cool reviews, so I'm at least interested in this one. Coming to Netflix, we got a horror comedy titled Vampires vs. the Bronx, about a group of young friends from the Bronx who fight to save their neighborhoods from gentrification and vampires. So from vampires in Brooklyn to vampires in the Bronx. Alright, this actually looks hilarious. Looks really fun, entertaining. I guess if you ever want to see a film with vampires invades the Bronx, this is definitely one to check out. You got Meth Mez in this. I think this thing looks really cool, so sign me up with this one. Alright, a couple of TVs that's premiering this week. On Netflix, we got this film titled Emily in Paris, about a young American woman from the Midwest who is hired by a marketing firm in Paris to provide them with an American perspective on things. It's led by Lily Collins, who is always terrific, so I'll give this one a watch because she's in it. We got a film titled Munsterland coming to Hulu, where it encounters with gothic beasts, including fallen angels, werewolves. Broken people are driven to desperate acts in an attempt to repair their lives, ultimately showing there is a thin line between man and beast. This kind of looks cool. You got the likes of Mike Coulter, Taylor Schilling is in this. This looks like a pretty interesting horror series for Hulu. Definitely has a looks pretty interesting to check out on Hulu. I mean, Hulu makes some pretty solid shows nowadays. They make some solid film. So yeah. There's some other stuff like this film called The Keeper also coming. There's like this horror film, like this Woods horror film coming out this week as well. So lots of interesting such premiering. Let me leave you guys. Which of these are you interested in checking out? Are you interested in, I don't know, checking out, let's see, Munsterland? Are you interested in checking out Vampires in the Bronx? Are you interested in checking out, I don't know, After We Collided? Maybe you like the first After. Are you interested in checking out the sequel? Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Tim Moose signing out.